guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to do an everyday natural makeup tutorial that will last all day long. So first we're going to start off with the Bobbi Brown face base, and I'm going to use my sponge to spread it all over my face. Next, we're going to use the Sephora 10-Hour Wear Foundation. I love this foundation because it's full coverage and it works really well with my skin type. I have really dry skin, so this works really well for me because it's dewy. And we're just going to stipple it in with my sponge. Next, we're going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to conceal the high points of our face. So under the eyes, the chin, and just a little bit of my forehead. And then we're going to blend it out with the beauty sponge. After all that is blended out, we are going to set it with Laura Mercier loose setting powder because we don't want it creasing at all throughout the day. Next, we're going to bronze the low points of our face. So first I'm going to bronze the top of my forehead to make it look smaller. And then we're going to go ahead and do the cheekbones and my nose just a tiny bit. The next thing is the eyebrows, which we're going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow. So first I'm going to brush through it so there's no tangles. And I'm going to take it on some of my brush and pat off the excess in the lid. And then we're just going to create the shape of the brow that you desire and fill in any patchiness you may have in your brows. Then I'm going to take the Precisely My Brow pencil to fill in the inner corners of the eyebrow to make it look more natural and not as heavy. And then we're just going to brush it out to remove any clumps that the dip brow may have left behind. I'm just going to blend in the concealer that I put on top of my eyelids because that acts as a primer. And then we're going to go in with a base shade and pat it on with our fingers just to set that concealer. Then I'm going to take a big fluffy blender brush and go into a transition shade, which is usually a lighter shade, and just blend that all over the crease. Then I'm going to take a more pointy blender brush and go into a slightly darker shade and do the same thing but focus it just a little lower. And blend that into the other transition shade that we used. Then I'm going to take a more flat brush and get an even darker shade and focus it really low on the outer corner. And then I'm going to take this double-ended brush and go back into that first shade we used and go into my lower lash line and blend it out pretty low. Then I'm going to take a more pointier side of the other side and go into the darker color we used and pull it really close to the waterline to give it some more depth. And I'm just going to blend everything together to make sure everything looks really smooth. Then I'm going to take my finger and go in with a shimmer light shade and just pat it on my lid. I'm also going to add some to my lower brow just to give it some more pop. I'm going to use the Mad Lash Mascara to go over my bottom lashes and the top ones. And then we're going to use the Maybelline Matte Lash Sensational to do a second coat because it's darker and it makes my lashes longer. This is an optional step. Then we're going to take a fluffy highlighter brush, go into a shade that's actually in the palette, spritz it with some setting spray to make it wet, and then apply it to the high points of our face, which would be the cheekbones, the cupid's bow, the tip of the nose, and slightly above your eyebrows. Then we're just gonna go ahead and put a nude lip on. To complete the look. And of course we have to set it all in place so it'll last all day. I like to dap it in with a beauty blender. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope it was really helpful and you guys learned a thing or two and maybe learned some little tricks that you didn't know already. Thank you for watching and give me